Skydiving World Championships on ESPN. Proudly brought to you by iFly Singapore, world's largest wind tunnel for indoor skydiving. Main sponsor Resorts World Sentosa Singapore, a million moments, one world. Co-sponsor Sentosa, Asia's favorite playground. Skyloft Rooftop Bar and Restaurant. And the following.
With that much artistry and talent coming into this competition, it'll take an expert with years of experience to evaluate the flair that's on offer. In comes Sweden's Elisabeth Mikaelsson. She has been appointed as chief judge of the event, and she'll be judging the participants alongside her panel of FAI certified judges.
I think it's very exciting. There had never been an indoor world championship before, so this is absolutely the first. And all the judges and myself, we are very happy to be here, and it's going to be very exciting, I think.
The team of judges do have their work cut out for them. 100 skydivers will be performing at their best, trying to impress them.
For the formation skydiving, we have a set of formations the four-way team's going to do. They have a working time of 35 seconds, and we count how many of these formations they do during that working time. For the free fly and freestyle, it's more artistic. It's more, if you compare to, for example, ice skating, figure skating, you look at the technicality, how difficult they do the moves, and how difficult moves they do, and how well they do them. But you also look at the presentation, the artistic view, how good does it look.
So the Neo Freestyle is up, which is an artistic event, which of course is a solo performer. The objective is to fly to perform a sequence of moves with the highest merit. Flyers choreograph their 45-second routine using all flying surfaces, that's horizontal and vertical, and routines are scored based on originality, difficulty, presentation, aesthetic value and choreography. So the competition was not only open to the professionals, there were amateur categories as well. One of them was the Neo Freestyle Kids. This category was open to anyone under the age of 16, and from what I could see, it was the spectators' favourite. A rising star in this class was the youngest competitor in the competition, Noah Wittenberg. Boys at his age are learning to cycle and swim. Oh no, but not Noah. He was training to fly.
My name is Noah and I'm 6. I'm very proud to represent Dubai. My dad is my coach. My daddy's a very good coach.
Noah, is your dad tough on you when you train?
Yes.
Time is on Noah's side as he's still very, very young. With more training in the years to come, we can expect to see Noah following in his daddy's footsteps.
I want to be a skydiver.
That made Dad Mike Wittenberg, champion VFS skydiver, a very happy man, and he took the opportunity to sneak in a question of his own.
Oh, do you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Here comes Noah. What an acrobat, what a player, what a man. And I'll tell you what, this boy's got a massive future, hasn't he, Jonathan? He really did electrify the crowd that came down to witness at the iFly Singapore.
Absolutely. This is one of those flyers that makes everybody jealous that the wind tunnels weren't around when they were children. If I'd have known that this was a possibility for me, I would have been in love immediately like he is. Doing some moves that, you know, it took me a long time to figure out, and I'm sure that did as well, but for him, but probably a lot shorter. The kids, they soak up the stuff so quick, you know.
Absolutely brilliant, unbelievable, and considering that Noah was only 6 years old. Well, another diver from Dubai was Saif Nasir. Now, he has his own little routine and he has his own little gimmick as well, doesn't he? when he does his routine. To his parents and all his fans, he really is a wonderful flyer.
Yes, sir. Talk about a crowd pleaser. By the end of his rounds here, we had everybody outside just waiting to participate in the crowd participation portion of his routine. There it is.
Bang, bang.
As he shoots to the crowd and everybody knocks down like a bunch of bowling pins.
Lai Yu-Shen was up next, or the Flying Sheep, the 9-year-old from Singapore, is part of the Kids Club program at iFly Singapore, and you'll have worked with this young lady, won't you, Jonathan?
Absolutely. I've had a blast training her. She's very receptive to picking up the skills in the wind tunnel here, and it was so fun watching her put this routine together, and you can tell like that she's loving it. The smile never leaves her face. It's just wonderful to watch.
It is great to see the children enjoying themselves, but putting on a real performance for the fans that turned out as well.
Yeah, absolutely. The fan base of the children was way bigger than any of us adults there. It was nice to see, but again, a little bit of jealousy happening here. Wish I had a cheering section.
Well, when we were over there, the kids really enjoying themselves. There's no question about that. Clara Tan was the eldest competitor in this category. 16 she was, and her nickname is Mickey. So again, another young lady that you have been working with and going through the paces of her routine. This was her 6th round of the 8 that she had to do. And again, a very accomplished flyer.
As you can see, not so much a smile, but very concentrated on this routine. She practiced hard for this in the coming days up to the competition, and put a great effort for it. As you can see, she's just really working the tunnel.
Using all the aspects of the tunnel and the wind, and floating out backwards as well, which is that's not an easy
one of my
maneuver.
favorite little tricks. Yeah,
absolutely. So this is where we stood after the 8 rounds. Noah Wittenberg, this 6-year-old, topped the scoring with an average of 8. Saif Nasir in second with 7.3, and then it was the Singaporean duo that we're going to go through and compete in the final round as well. Here is the prize money for the Neo Freestyle. 5,000 Singapore dollars for the winner, 3,000 and 2,000 respectively for second and third. They also get time in the wind tunnel as well, which of course is vital to their development. We saw the kids, it's now time for the adults and the pros. JC Wei from Canada, part of the Evolution VFS team. He scored an 8.1 in his 6th round, which was his highlight. But again, a very accomplished flyer, and using the walls as well there, Jonathan.
Absolutely. All you can do really in this event, if you make it look good, then do it. And I think you'll be judged well on presentational style.
It is all about freestyle, isn't it? And this is just routines that are randomly done. Well, we say randomly, they're not set routines and compulsory, are they?
No, they aren't. You can prepare a routine here, but it is mentioned in the rules that if you do the same routine, you won't be judged quite the same as if you had something different every time. And so, yes, these guys are choreographing their routines, but some of them are doing it just mere seconds before they actually perform.
Absolutely unbelievable how it is done with such precision and how important it is. Here's Evgeny Borovic, the Russian. This was his 4th round highlight and the highlight of his day so far. 7.9 he got for this one, and again using all aspects of the tunnel to maneuver.
You can see him thinking about stuff right before he performs that move. And there's a walk around, a slow motion walk around. So cool to see. Stuff in the tunnel that looks absolutely amazing is done with such precision.
How difficult is that to hang upside down and start swinging around the tunnel there? I mean, it's amazing. And that one there, to drop from such a great height and still control yourself and not smash into the floor, it's amazing. It really is picking up this sport, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's one of those things that it looks hard right before you are doing it. While you're learning it, you're thinking it's so hard. And then once you finally figured it out, you're like, oh, that's easy.
You've got to work it out first.
Yeah, exactly.
As you see Clement Gizmo from France, part of the AK-47 in his two-way free flight team, scoring an 8.3 here in his fourth round. Again, showing all the manoeuvres and the tricks there that are, according to Jonathan, simple.
Yeah. Well, once you get there, it kind of is. You know, ask any skateboarder, skier, stuff like that. You know, they don't think about how hard it is to launch themselves off the jump or something. They just do it. You know.
Now, iFly boasts a world-class team of instructors. They have a total of 15 certified instructors, 9 locally trained, and all instructors have undergone intensive training in compliance with the rules and regulations of the International Body Flight Association. One of them is instructor, yes, Jonathan Townsager, and we managed to catch up with him, but he was just itching to get himself in to the thick of the action as well.
I'd have a little bit of an advantage, yeah, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get me where I want to be, but it's the first year, and that's the first time I've ever competed, so I'm really looking forward to it. Super excited. I just got to fly. I just came out of the tunnel and a little bit and see my competitors and, you know, do a little bit of sizing up, you know, what's going to go on. But, yeah, I had some major butterflies in my stomach before I flew, and flying, like, got them out of there, so feel really comfortable.
Well, Jonathan, hearing yourself there, now you're in the commentary position. A score of 8.8 in round 4. Come on, you can tell us, did you work on this routine, or was it just something that you did when you got into the tunnel, you just went, I'm doing this?
Yeah, it kind of is like that. This is an amazing round. Yeah, I did a little grappling hook routine here that we used to do in Hollywood all the time, and apparently it was a crowd pleaser. This is very surreal, Paul. I mean, you know, you don't see Scott Hamilton judging or talking about himself in ice skating, or John McEnroe or something like that. Look at those moves, people!
Isn't it brilliant?
Isn't it brilliant?
No, but a fantastic score as well of 8.8. I mean, that's up there. So again, the artisticness and the creativity acknowledged by the judges.
Thank you. Yeah, I just tried to go in there with as much humility and fun. And I don't know if you saw my face on the bench, sitting there watching the other guys I'm competing against, and you know, my jaw is just dropping. So.
Well, let's move swiftly on to save you any more embarrassment. Alex Werner's up next from the USA, and again, another creative. This was his best round, which was the first fly that he did have. He managed to score an 8.7, not as good as your 8.8, so I'm going to embarrass you a little bit there, but still, accomplished flyer, no question, no issues, and again, a technical routine.
Definitely. Alex Werner is the son of Kurt Werner, a very well-known skydiver in four-way formation skydiving. Flat flying is another way to put it. And Alex Werner is an instructor at Paraclete in North Carolina. So he has access to one of the best tunnels in the world. Some of his flip twists are absolutely, I did it again, some of his flip twists are knockdown gorgeous, and I hope to be a flyer like him someday too.
And here's another man that all eyes were focused on, and you talk about the ice skating, that was straight off the rink there, wasn't it? Some of these moves and break dancing and all sorts. Mikhail Razumazov came in, and he did set the crowd alight as well with his formations and his routines.
Absolutely.
Don't worry about it. Absolutely fantastic. That's exactly what this is, so there's no problem or questions there.
This guy came on the scene here, and just recently I learned about him in the IVA's online competition. He actually won free tickets to Singapore to come and compete in this competition, and the stuff that his body can do in the wind here is really amazing.
Unbelievable. But we managed to catch up with Guy Boulay, another artisan that was ready to display his talent, and he came from all the way the other side of the world.
Well, my name is Guillaume, you can call me Guy. I'm from Quebec in Canada. I work as an instructor at the Skyventure Montreal, and so excited to be here. I coach also, people every kind of discipline, belly, back flying, sit flying, or head down.
He said that his secret to success is simply to have fun, and his passion for the sport begun when he took a leap of faith.
Well, it started with a tandem jump. When I was done with school, I just wanted to fly, to jump out of a plane. So I did a tandem jump, and I started being addicted to that feeling. And then I heard about indoor skydiving, wind tunnel. So I just got there flying for the very first time, and I knew I wanted this as a job.
And the man that works at SkyVenture Montreal from Canada, Guy, took to the wind tunnel, and again, he talked there about just going out there, relaxing and enjoying himself. Pretty much what you said, Jonathan, and that seems to be the key. That's what we're picking up here, that you just go and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, and you try to fly like you've never flown before, you know. And talk about flexibility. This guy's like a rubber band man.
Well, you can see that with some of the moves that he's pulling here.
Whenever you see them, you know, twist the body and grab a foot on the other side of the body, it's very difficult, I can tell you that. At least it is for me now. Maybe once I get to that, I can say, it's a piece of cake.
But to try and remain in control as well, because it's not easy.
No?
Danny Bullitt from Singapore was up last as well. And again, his fourth round was his highlight with a score of 8.2. Trains here as well at iFly Singapore. And again, Jonathan, someone that you would know well.
I do know Danny well. He's one of our best flyers that we have here. And you can see him while he's training, working to push himself hard. And it shows here in his routine. Very smooth flyer, not very fast, and it really shows control. The judges like that kind of aesthetic quality.
And you can see the slow, deliberate movements. Does show total control there, and the ability to just pop himself outside the door backwards, again, is absolutely amazing. So this is how it finished up with the Neo Freestyle in the first round of qualifiers. Razumazov was top with 9.3, G was second with 8.5, and our very own Jonathan Tansaga with 8.4 finished in third place.